overseas and was diagnosed with stage 4 throat and neck cancer. Was sent back home to Fort Bragg and was immediately suggested by everybody that I needed to go to UNC Chapel Hill. So I went up there, met the doctors, made the right decision to have them take care of my treatment for me. I was also directed to the Sekou House for a place to stay instead of trying to be crazy and make that drive back and forth. So and I became a long stay patient at the hospital, as well as a long stay tenant at the Sekou House. The Sekou House became a lot of things for us. Friends that came to visit, family members came to visit. They felt right at home. They were comfortable. They were able to eat some of those fabulous meals that they have there that are put on. And I just recently finished dealing with a major catastrophe with my son. He's also a Special Forces guy, and he lost both his legs. And we had to deal with that for several months. And no sooner we finished with that, I get diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer. Anyway, my son, his bomb dog, they all came in. They were all became famous pretty quick, and everybody loved them. But they were very welcome there and very comfortable there. What the Sekou House was for me and my family was a sanctuary, especially at that point after having to deal with my son and then now dealing with me. And my wife is the trooper that everybody wished their wife was. I'm telling you right now, to put up with both him and me at the same time and deal with all those catastrophes in her life. And she was fantastic. She put her job aside and just stayed up there with me for 9 months. Took care of things. Even though I didn't eat maybe 5 meals there, I was on a feed tube almost the whole time. I was on a feed tube for 9 months, and I still went down to dinner every night just because it smelled good. I met some great people while I was down there, whether it was the people that were putting the meals on or some of the guests that were there. It was a great time to go down and socialize a little bit. I had 47 radiation treatments, about an hour and a half long a piece, and about 75 hours of chemotherapy. I had 4 surgeries, and the Sekou House was my sanctuary. It was get away from it all, let your brain relax. That picture of right there, I remember sitting right there looking out that way on the back of the dining facility where it was all nice and woods. There were deer back there and everything else at the time.
There's still a family of deer there.
There are? Okay. But yeah, it was just a place where you could just sit down and breathe deep and not think so bad about what was going on and wondering what the outcome was going to be and that sort of thing. I was very fortunate and was a success story from my doctors. Go Docs, and walked out of there cancer-free. 92 days later, I ran the Pensacola half marathon after losing 85 pounds and going through all that kind of treatment. So I'm a survivor. I'm not going down without kicking and fighting. But a great staff, wonderful people there. We've been in touch ever since then. We have a mutual friend that does a lot of work with them, and was a fellow sergeant major with me in the special operations, and now he works for a company that does a lot of work with them. So we stay in touch, and they'll be friends of mine forever. Anything I can ever do for the Sekou House, I definitely would step forward. And I've suggested to other people that were going up to UNC for treatment for different things to make sure that if you're going up there and you need to stay, that's where you need to go. I said, use my name, it'll work, it'll help you. You know, we're friends, so great place, and I'm really looking forward to see the outcome of the addition there. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition, and she was right when she was saying that every night there's a waiting, every day there's a waiting list, and every night there's places packed. It was like that. It was 2012 and 2013 when I was there. And it was like that then. I can't imagine. It's got to be a lot worse now. That new addition should be fabulous. It should help out a lot. So, good mission. I hope it works. If I can do anything to help, let me know. I'd be happy to.